I'll take you with me back home. Good morning everyone, welcome back and welcome to season 3 Silk Road Overland. So in summer we started in Xi'an and now in autumn we reached Wakhan Corridor. And right now I am in Tajikistan and in front of me that's the Wakhan Corridor. A very important passage on the Asian Silk Road, a place where Marco Polo and also famous monk Xuanzang had traveled. But actually that river is a borderline between Tajikistan and Afghanistan, and the Afghani Wakhan Corridor is a very long stripe in between Pakistan and Tajikistan. And that mountain is called Hindu Kush. It's on average, I think it's more than 5,000 meters. It links the Pamir with the Himalaya. And we are almost at the narrowest point of the Wakhan Corridor. It's about 13 kilometers. And behind it, it's already Pakistan. The Wakhan Corridor is one of the world's most distinctive borderlands. This Afghani land is like a finger, separates Tajikistan and Pakistan, as a result of the Great Game, as a buffer zone between British Empire in the south and the Russian Empire in the north. At its eastern end, Afghanistan also shares a border with China, but due to the instability in Afghanistan and the extreme terrain, this border remains silent. No road, no trade, and no travelers crossing. And today those two powers still influences those regions. So here in Tajikistan, in school, the foreign language taught is Russian and English, whereas on the other side, in Pakistan, it's English that is the main foreign language. Most of the houses here are box-like and only one floor. They have a bed and they can sit outside. And this is our room. Oh, a cat. Meow. So this is a living room. There are actually this also counts, and this is a bedroom. There are 3 bedrooms, 1 bedroom and also the living room, and all the blankets are there, so when the guests arrive they can sit around and also sleep here. Oh, coming back again. And there is another living room. Again it's all covered with carpet. And there's another bedroom or living room that we stayed yesterday. This one. Hello. 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 And here people tend to live with the big families, so 3 generations they live in the same house. The kid, the grandkid, parents, and then grandparents. Let's go. Today we'll be visiting the Wakhan Corridor from the Tajik side, and this morning firstly, we're going to drive to a hot spring called Bibi Fatima. It's about 4 kilometers away. And on the way there's a fortress. And the hot spring is said to have some healing power. During the Silk Road era, Wakhan Corridor connected Bactria with the Tarim Basin. Marco Polo walked through here, calling it Wakhan, the high plain of Pamir. He described it as pure and health-giving, a place where people would go into the mountains for a few days to recover from illness. In the valley there are some hot springs, and perhaps that's the secret of healing that Marco Polo never mentioned.
Tajik truck from Geneva, or from Lake Geneva at least.
So last week here in
Where are you from?
China.
China.
Pitaya.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Don't speak.
And you speak Pamiri? Tajik?
Yeah, Pamir.
Pamiri. Ah, yes.
Okay.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Thanks. Hot spring is just in a canyon. Wow, the spring sound is loud. This woman.
Okay,
Man. And I heard the spring here has a health benefit, so it has a healing effect, especially for the woman. And if you go and take a bath naked, it's very good for the fertility. The water here is surprisingly quite hot. It's about 40 degrees, and after days of motorbiking on dirt road, this is a nice rest. Not far from the hot spring stands Yongchun Fortress, once part of the Kushan Empire, a remarkable connector on the Silk Road. Its control over long stretches of the Silk Road once brought the empire considerable revenue and power. The Kushan Empire was a true crossroads of ancient world. Its rulers descended from the Yuezhi, who migrated west from today's northwestern China, built a state that fused Hellenistic, Persian Central Asian, and Indian traditions. Under their patronage, Buddhism spread far beyond its root, becoming a Trans-Asia tradition. Although the Wakhan today is entirely Islamic, traces of that Buddhist past can still be found. We're not able to drive up, but up there on that mountain, that's a stupa, which is the evidence of the spread of the Buddhism along the Asian Silk Road. So before Islam came, and Buddhism was quite popular in Central Asia. It was spread from India along the Silk Road to this part of the world, and then after that Islam came and Buddhism was eradicated. After leaving the mountains, we followed the Punj River, the line that separates Tajikistan from Afghanistan. We sometimes saw Tajik soldiers, but otherwise the riverbank felt wild. No fences, no cameras, only shrubs and fast water. But also I read that Tajikistan and Afghanistan border is the most porous one. There's lots of, for example, drug trafficking in Baghdad in Afghanistan. So perhaps at night some people cross the river secretly. And I guess that's why also there are so many soldiers patrolling along this highway. You can see that on the river bank there are even beaches. Although I'm wearing a helmet, there is so much sand in my mouth now. Continuing eastward, we reached Langar after dark, the endpoint of the Tajik Wakhan. One thing that we haven't talked about is that, as a matter of fact, we have been sick our entire trip through the Pamir highway.
Yeah, so first I got a cold, and then with the altitude it didn't get better, so I had a terrible throat ache. And then the throat ache went away, I got a food poisoning.
Yeah, and very terrible diarrhea.
Oh yeah, that was really not cool.
Yeah, and for me, I was a little bit better in the beginning, but then I get a very bad headache as we climbed, and now I'm having I don't know, whatever. I think it's a cold. Like I keep achoo, achoo. Every 1 minute I have to do this, and my nose is so jammed, and it feels so painful here.
Yeah.
And another thing is about motorbike riding.
Oh yeah, so I don't know, the mattress last night, so now I'm back healthy again more or less, but the mattress last night was so uncomfortable that my butt hurts, and it hurts actually quite a lot, so whenever I sit, I cannot really sit, I can just lie on the side. When riding motorbike, it's really uncomfortable.
屁股痛.
Yeah. 屁股很痛.
Yeah, and also I also got this actually while riding, got very stiff shoulder, and you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while we were riding together, while I was sitting in the back, I'm always giving him massage on the shoulder while he was riding. Yeah. So yeah, just some fun stories of our trip. So actually now I'm also looking forward to Dushanbe.
Yeah.
To have
get some rest.
Some rest, to have some city life. during the Soviet time, you studied Russian and Deutsch.
Russian and Deutsch. Now English and Deutsch. And English and Russian.
Wow.
I,
Have you been to Afghanistan?
da, in Soviet Union time I mean.
Sovjet-Unie.
Soviet Union time very good thing.
Ah.
Democratic Republic Afghanistan. Now Islamic.
Wow. But they are, so you are Pamiri people.
There is Pamir people.
It's also Pamiri people.
Pamir.
Is Pamiri only one people you speak one language or under
No,
Pamiri?
Pamir is very many languages. Pamir is Shugnan language, Russian language, Yazgulam language, Shugnan language, Kyrgyz language, Tajik language, Wakhan language, Ishkashim language. We have Wakhan language.
Okay, so you are Wakhis.
In Ishkashim to here is Wakhan language. Ishkashim to Kharog is Tajik language. Kharog have Shugnan language.
Okay.
Karo another language. So you are Wahi Pamiri.
Who is Wakhi? In Afghanistan is Wakhi.
Also Wahi.
Wakhi. In Pakistan, Gilgit, Hunza.
Yeah.
Is
Also
Wakhi.
Wakhi.
Also Wahi.
In China is Wakhi.
Yeah, some Wahi.
Very many people in countries in Badakhshan people is Wakhan language. In China, in Sarikol, Kashgar.
Yes, Sarikoli.
Kashgar.
Are there Sarikoli here?
No, Sarikol is in China.
It's only in China. Wow.
I was genuinely surprised that this elderly gentleman had never been to Pakistan or China, yet he could list the Pamiri groups from both sides of the border with such precision. He even knows that in Tashkogan, on the Chinese Pamirs, the main communities are Sarikoli and Wahi, even though both are officially classified as Tajik in China. If you want to know that part of China, you can check out my 3 previous videos. The Chinese Pamir remains one of the most remote and little-known corners of China, and lie just not far from here.
Are you from China?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Very good neighbor. After mountain is China.
Yes. Last year I was in Tashkogan, Wakhan Corridor.
Tajikistan is this planning. There is road go to Afghanistan. After Afghanistan go to Pakistan.
Yeah.
This
Pakistan, China.
Pakistan in China. Karakorum Chassé.
Yes.
Yeah, Karakorum highway.
After Karakorum Chassé go China, go Pakistan, go India.
Yes.
Wow.
Go Afghanistan.
Yeah, Afghanistan. In winter?
Winter there is cold.
Cold.
Snow is little. Winter, cold winter.
Okay.
No to sun. After sun is good all the days.
But cold.
Nice cold.
Do you have animals? Do you have sheep?
Sheep.
How many sheep do you have?
I have 20 sheep.
20.
20 sheep.
Yeah.
4 cows.
4 cows.
4 cows. Where are they?
Well,
They are-
is this?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes. They go to mountain in evening coming.
And coming back.
Today, I go, tomorrow my neighbor go, after tomorrow neighbor.
Oh, okay.
So you take turns.
Is Taliban presence here? Is it strong? Like, is there a lot of Taliban in Wakhan?
We don't have problem. Taliban is no problem. No problem.
Okay.
This is political.
It's political.
Political.
Before Taliban, can they come here? Or do
No,
they
no.
also need a visa?
No come.
No come. Okay. Как вас зовут?
О, спасибо. Как зовут?
Tanya,
Таня.
Denise,
Oh, she wants to give you the red.
Hulda,
No,
Mostly like Sunni, Shia.
no, is Shah.
Shia Muslim.
Ismaili.
Ismaili tea.
Ismaili is Aga Khan.
Yeah.
Aga Khan.
And Taliban is Sunni,
Taliban
right?
Sunni.
Yeah.
In Ismaili,
No, it's problem you is China, you is America, you is Germany, all these people, all these good.
and the woman, no.
No
burqa.
No. Village, all is no.
More liberal, no.
We no like.
And it's called Ismaili.
Ismaili.
Ismailite only
In Tajikistan, Ismailis live in Pamir.
only in Pamir.
Also Pakistan, no? Like northern
In Pakistan,
Gilgit.
Afghanistan,
Yeah, yeah.
China. And Ismailis.
Ah,
Sariqal people, Kashgar people, Tajikis, Ismailis.
so it's basically the Pamiri
Valley,
region,
yeah.
Hunza Valley.
Ismailis.
We stayed in this guest house yesterday, homestay Yotka. I hope we can come back again. Pepe. Oh. Paka, paka, Pepe.
Bye.
I'll take you with me back home. Papa, paka, paka. Yeah.
I see you go right.
Huh?
Hand,
Afghanistan.
I see your hand. I think you go right.
Ah, no. Just want to look at
We
the
want to see the border.
Border Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Yes. Can we go
Open?
there? And
Bridge.
yeah. Is it open? Open?
Ah,
Closed?
No.
close?
Only Ishkashim open.
Ishkashim open.
Close.
Okay.
Ah, close.
Wow. Crazy. I'm German.
And you?
Kitaya.
Muslim.
And you Tajikistan.
Yes.
You're from here? From Langar?
No. I work here.
You
You work here?
Yes.
And your house, your dom? There?
There.
Okay. You live
Here,
here?
here.
Okay, wow.
Children.
Children? And wife also here.
Yes.
Nice.
And next year, open?
I don't know.
Ah, you don't know yet.
Welcome to Tajikistan.
Yeah, thank you.
Tajikistan, Bapesh.
Tajikistan, Bapesh. Can go up, right? This way? Can go.
And left.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
This road.
Okay.
Have a good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, спасибо. That's a border crossing, but apparently it has been closed for some days.
There are two rivers that form the Punch River, which is one, the Pamir River that builds the border with Afghanistan here, and the Wakhan River, which is over there, which goes into the Wakhan Corridor, and which is basically also the main lifeline of the Wakhan Corridor, because in there that's the only place where you can find villages. And then those two come together and result into the Punch River, which builds the majority borderline between Tajikistan and Afghanistan, where we drove along all the past days.
This is a Langar border crossing, so that river is the borderline. And those greenhouses, they are all Tajikistan, and the other side, that's Afghanistan. Currently it's closed, but perhaps in the coming years it will reopen. And over there on the mountain there's a dirt road, a very bad road going up, going further. So those are the Wakhan Corridor, Afghani Wakhan Corridor. Unfortunately, with the Chinese passport, I cannot cross into Afghanistan by land. I can only fly in and fly out. Otherwise, I would really would like to cross the border from Ishkashim and visit Afghanistan.
The most fascinating part about this region is actually how ethnically diverse it is. So when we were in Murgab, 200-300 kilometers away from here, people are still very much Kyrgyz. 80% of the population of Murgab is Kyrgyz. They wear the Kyrgyz hat, they speak Kyrgyz, their culture is Kyrgyz. And over there in the Wakhan Corridor, there's also a huge amount of Kyrgyz-speaking people. Whereas here, it changes. Here it's more Wakhi. Here is, it's more Tajik influenced, it's more Persian influenced. And some people even say, here it's the offspring of Alexander the Great, who made it until here. And Kyrgyzstan and northern Tajikistan, like northeastern Tajikistan, is the influence of Genghis Khan. That's why these two people kind of meet here in the Wakhan Corridor. And that makes it very ethnically diverse. Every village here speaks another language. They speak Ishkashimi, which is another dialect. On the other side of the border, they speak Wakhi, which is the most prevalent language in the Wakhan Corridor, along with Kyrgyz. And even on the Pakistani side, they speak Wakhi as well, and other languages like Burushaski, small, isolated tribal languages. So I really hope that maybe next year we can cross this border over to Afghanistan and maybe even further to the Hunza Valley in Pakistan.
The Ishkashim border crossing is currently closed, but the Afghan market used to be just in the middle of the river over there after crossing 1-2 bridges over there. So tourists used to be able to visit the market as well. They just need to give the passport to the soldiers at the border crossing and then meet the Afghan traders in the middle of the river. But ever since this summer, I think it's closed to tourists as well for, I don't know, whatever reason. And after visiting the Wakhan Corridor from Tajikistan side, we really hope that next year maybe we can visit the Pamir on the other side in Pakistan and also in Afghanistan. And today we're going further back to Korok, and we hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.
Bye bye.